board right here is going to aid us illustrate what we're about to discuss today. And this topic is very arguable, okay? So you can let me know what you think in the comment section. It's very dicey, but when you get to the depth of this topic, you understand what the depth of what we are discussing today. So today we'll be dealing with loans, okay? All I'm saying is that when you are a poor person or when you are broke, when you want to start up a business, the worst thing for you to do is to go for loans. Loans will be the worst thing for you to do because loans is designed around the riches, not for the poor. Loans are not for the poor. Loans are for the riches, okay? So even if you want to go for loans and you don't have collateral and you don't have asset to use as collateral, going for loans will be very difficult for you. So a poor person, what collateral do you have to go for loans? And then we then our go for loans, okay? That means you need a guarantor. And when you go for loans and you have to add a guarantor to assist you, it means that the loan won't be matched, okay? So let's say you've been able to manage to get an amount of 50,000 units. I'm using units because of I don't know where you are watching me, but in Ghana we don't have the Ghana cedis, so I'm using units. So you could add anything, the currency that you use, okay, you can just add it, but I'm using units for the purpose of this video. I don't know where you are watching me from. So in Ghana, interest rate on bank, when you go for bank loans, interest rate is around 35%, okay, 35%, which means that at the end of the year you'll be paying 50,000 Ghana cedis and an interest rate of 35%, which is 17,500. Okay, so 17,500 plus the amount you went for, the loan you went for will be 67,500 units. So at the end of 1 year, this is what you'll be paying to the bank. So let's say you go for a loan of 50,000 Ghana cedis. You want to start up a business. Let's use provision shop as a case study, okay? So provision shop, when you want to establish a provision shop, it means that you need a container where you start up the business with. So with the container and everything, you buy materials for decorating and all that, okay? Which means that you'll be spending around let's say 15,000 Ghana cedis because you need a freezer to, maybe you want to sell soft drinks and all that, you need a freezer. So let's say you will spend amount of 15,000 units for out of the 50,000 units for the container alone. Okay, this money is not going to come back to you. All right. So in all, you'll be starting the business around 35,000 units. 35,000 units. Okay. So as a broke person, you want to start a business with 35,000 units. At the end of the year, you'll be paying an amount of 67,500 Ghana cedis units. So just imagine the trauma you are going to go through with this business. Okay, which means that every month, when the loan is taking their money every month, you'll be paying, I think, is it 1,004 or 1,005? Okay, so you can make the calculation yourself. So 35,000 Ghana cedis to start up a business. And every month you'll be paying something to the bank, okay? And that same money, that 35,000 Ghana cedis, you'll be paying utilities. Let's say you'll be paying light bill. So 35,000 at the month you'll be paying light bills because you don't have money. You'll be paying light bills out from this money that you've invested in the provision store. You'll be paying light bills. Your own expenses. Which covers data, food and everything. When you go house to, you are also going to pay off the house bills and all that, because when you are renting, you're paying off rent from this money. So at the end of a year, when you even manage yourself to pay off the loan of 67,500 units, that's to the bank, okay? I bet you that approximately you will even have an amount of even 5,000 Ghana cedis with 5,000 Ghana cedis in your shop. I bet you. This is the most difficult thing. So what are you going to do again? You go for loans. So you building your business around debts. Always you go for loans. That's why a lot of people are suffering. You see them going for loans, then banks will be chasing them right left and center. And when they're not able to pay, they are going to sell off the container and everything to recover the money that they made. That's a poor person mindset. When you're a poor person, you want to go for loan, be mindful of what you want to go for. I hope you get the illustration that I made. Okay, so you can go back, you can send the video back and watch it and understand it better. But for the riches, for someone who is rich people have assets. They have assets. Okay, they have properties which can be used for collateral. And for a rich person, when he wants to go into a business that he is not sure of, normally they don't raise their own money. They go for loans. Okay, and they have houses, they have lands, they have properties to use as collateral. So even when they are not able to pay off the loan, they can just sell off one of their properties and pay off the loan. And they have businesses to recover the amount that they've lost. Okay, so at the end of the day, they are not losing. So let's say a rich person also went for the same amount of loan, which is 50,000 units. For him, maybe he has about 2 to 3 businesses that he's actually earning from. So all this money that he has, he's actually going to invest all of it into the business. Okay, he's actually going to invest all the 50,000 Ghana cedis into the business. He's not going to spend anything because he has his own money to even pay his workers and all that. So at the end of the year, he'll be able to pay off the 50,000 Ghana cedis, including the 35% loan, 35% rate, which is 17,500 units. And the rest of the money belongs to him. Now at the end of the year, because he didn't use the money to buy food stuff, to pay off utilities and all that, the amount of money which will be left for him at the end of the year will be able to cover the business. And when he have money, he will invest, which is portfolio. Okay, he will reinvest what he has into the business and you'll be gaining more. So when you're a poor person, be mindful of going for loans. This is an important thing. So alright guys, I'm not trying to discourage anyone who wants to go into entrepreneurship. In fact, this segment is to encourage people who want to start up a business. And all I'm trying to say is, starting a business as a beginner and going for loans is not worth it. Okay, I mean sometimes it works for some people, but then you don't have to risk it all. Playing safe also counts. Okay, so you don't have to go for loans that you can't afford to pay. All right, when you want to start up a business and you don't have the capital, you have the business ideas but you don't have the capital to start it, the best thing for you to do is to start as an employee for someone. Okay, work for someone, get paid at the end of the month. Try and save, make conscious efforts and save towards your goals. And when you make things happen, eventually when you put things into places, I mean you're actually going to get there. You can't always start and make it overnight. It's actually, you have to start it as little as you can. Okay, and making money, it's not actually how much you make in a month. Okay, it's how much you save in a month. That's why I illustrated how a poor person will spend when he gets a loan and a rich person will spend when he gets a loan. Okay, when a poor person go for loans, you're actually going to pay utilities and all bill. You are going to buy food for yourself and all that. And when you make all that deduction and paying loan in addition to it, how much are you going to save at the end of the year to start up your own business after paying off the loan? Which means that you'll be going for loan. Okay, it will be a circus and it's a very bad thing for you to do. All right, that's why I am trying to encourage you to work as an employee, or better still, learn a skill. Okay, so let's say you are employed and at the end of the month you are getting around 1,000 Ghana cedis at the end of the month, and you have other skills like decoding, you know how to repair phones and all that, and you use that as your side hustle. Whenever any job comes forth, you're actually going to make something little from that place, and you can make a cut from it and add it to your savings, and within a year or two you can make it. Okay, making it, you can't actually make it overnight. Okay, when you want to become a prosperous person, you can't make it overnight. It actually takes time. If this video makes sense to you, kindly subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family. This is what we do on every Wednesdays, and I hope it makes sense. All right, so peace out.